Hey folks, been a couple days, been busy. Still getting ready to move. Right now I'm taking apart my bed and getting ready for the movers to come in the morning. Now, I just wanted to make a video because I haven't had the opportunity to do so in the last couple days. And I want to continue to touch base with everybody and document how things have been going for me since I quit taking kratom, and just in general with the move and everything in my life. Since I stopped taking the kratom, really interesting stuff. I immediately started to gain muscle mass, which was kind of interesting because I really hadn't been doing anything different. Obviously, I'm moving, so there's a little bit more physical activity, but uh, not actually that much more than there ever has been. So I've definitely noticed that. Uh, my facial hair is starting to grow faster, which is frustrating in terms of just keeping up and shaving. And then uh, just lean muscle mass in general. Just like I've dropped a lot of body fat. So that's all been pretty interesting and good. I feel a lot better. I feel um, tired because, I mean, I've had only a few nights where I've gotten more than 4 hours of sleep in the last 15 days, and and so I should be just run into the ground. To be honest, I should. That's where I feel like I should be, but I'm not. I feel pretty good, and a lot of things have been kind of coming up with the move, challenging us, and everything just continues to work out perfect. It looks like there's going to be a roadblock or a speed bump, and then somehow it all just gets worked out. And the only thing I can attribute it to is prayer and God's grace and mercy, 100%. So things keep getting better for me. This is, I don't know, maybe 9 weeks or something like that since I kind of came back to Christianity and started honestly praying, uh, to God and Jesus, um, and in a way, it feels like it saved my life because I have felt stuck for so long. I can't tell you. And I don't have a bad life. I got a beautiful family. I got a beautiful home. I've had blessings. It just they followed me, and I haven't enjoyed them. And that's the worst thing. It's one thing to not have, and to suffer because of that, or to feel deprivation. But I had everything. I have a good family and a good home and a good job. And for years, I have been pretty miserable. I mean, I really had a lot of resentment and just anger in my heart due to how some of the things that I had pursued had worked out earlier in my life. And I had held a lot of resentment and blamed a lot of people for the way certain things have worked out in my life. And uh, as I have come back to Christ and been forgiven, I've also resurrected my ability to forgive others. And it has saved my soul because, man, I don't know how long I would have been able to live in what seemed like purgatory. I mean, genuinely, that's what it had seemed like. I had some goals, a little more than a decade ago that I'd set myself upon, and I'd made a deal with myself that either I was going to accomplish those goals or I was going to work myself to death trying. That was literally the stance that I took. And it was a disgusting one. Because, of course, that's not the right priority. It didn't work out. And because I had hoped that I wouldn't continue to live in that instance, I didn't have any backup plan. I didn't have anything to draw on. I tried to burn myself all the way out. I leaned into the overwork, exhaustion, and burnout. And I don't know how I didn't have a heart attack. I still have no idea how I didn't have a heart attack. But when I didn't have a heart attack, I didn't know how to keep living. I didn't have a plan for that. It was burn the boats and succeed. Well, the boats burned and I didn't succeed. So I got trapped on the island for a long time. And coming back to Christ has been the raft that got me off the island. You know, it's funny because in Revelation, when I read Jesus and his rebukes, or him rebuking these 7 churches, the church that strikes me as the one that I'd belong to is the Church of Pergamum. And I have no idea, genuinely, if there's any correlation between that name and those people, or whomever it was, and with purgatory, because I really just don't know the history of that. But it's correlated in my experience and in my mind, and for me, it says something to me. Because that's where I feel like I've been. But not anymore. And for that I'm ever grateful. I don't know how to say thank you to God enough. Say thank you, Jesus. And so I think that will just have to suffice. So, anyway, long story short, I haven't taken kratom in 15 days. I should be absolutely exhausted and miserable. And I'm not. And in fact, I'm appreciating my life more now than I have in a long time. So, if you are in a position where something has you stuck, I'm telling you, get out of your way and give it to God. So thank him later. All right. Love you.